And it's no longer G&H Properties. I have with me Royal Ross, the man. He is the co-host of this program along with Gordy Kosfeld from KDHL Radio. Hopefully we'll get some guests down here. We'll find out, I guess, on this slippery, slopey day that whether people want to venture out or not.
Yeah, if they're coming from the west side of town, they can pretty much just slide right downhill here. Come on in and see us at Jana's Marketplace.
Yep. Even the crowd that normally is here on a Saturday morning at Jana's is light this morning.
Yes, it's a little sparse today, which is, I guess not too unusual, but we're used to seeing it just packed.
Yeah, absolutely.
A flurry of activity. You know what I'm going to have for breakfast today?
What?
I am going to take home some biscuits and gravy.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I see in their 50% off cooler, they have one of my favorites of chicken fried steak. So I'm going to take that home, too.
They have a 50% off cooler.
They do. They have a 50% off cooler. Got to keep that stock rotated,
Well, and it's better than throwing it out.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But they have wonderful meals down here at Jana's Marketplace, all freshly made in Jana's kitchen right here on site. Wonderful, delicious, and nutritious meals, pre-portioned. So you can come down, and if you want to sit down and have a meal here, you can do that. You can order it hot. Like I've always said, you can have a cheeseburger for breakfast or eggs and bacon for lunch, whatever you'd like. Come down here, order it up hot, and sit down and eat it. Or get a meal or two to go and take them into the office or even at home for a quick meal during the week. Very, very good.
Yep, the biscuits and gravy, I usually have one of those a week.
Yeah, one of my favorites down here at Jana's. And folks, don't forget, if you need any catering for the holiday season, Jana can help you out with that. And also, it is Christmas treat season, so lots of delicious cookies and treats and stuff down here. So if you need a plate of those, just give Jana a call down here. And
she doesn't even care if you don't tell people that you got them here.
Yeah, but she'd like to.
You can claim that, you made them.
Well, you can claim you made them.
That's what I'm saying.
But it wouldn't hurt, though, to, say, hey, I got these at Jana's, and they're pretty darn tasty.
Yeah.
We got a kind of a busy day in town, you know that?
A busy day in town?
Well, sort of. We have coffee with the council today.
You got Scrooge the Musical's final performances this weekend.
I have heard that is just fantastic.
It's
getting rave reviews. I have not seen it, no. But my wife went to it, and she said it was fantastic.
The final performance tomorrow.
Okay.
And
probably
tonight,
a matinee.
Yep, and tonight there's the final night performance.
Yep. But, folks, if you're...
Coffee with the council?
Yes.
Where is that?
It is at the Great Room at Buckham Library. Newly remodeled Great Room, so we're going to kind of show off the remodeling at the library. But, yeah, Coffee with the Council starts at 1 o'clock today, and citizens can just come down and...
Why is it called the Great Room?
I don't know. Because it's better.
Can't we come up with a better name than the Great Room?
Well, it's better than the average room.
What for?
But, yeah, citizens, you can come down and just mingle with the council, ask some questions, find out some information, whatever you'd like to do. But just come down and mix in with the city council members. And we've got our outgoing mayor, Kevin Voracek. He'll be there, as well as our incoming mayor, Tom Spooner. He will be there. So you can meet both of those, give Kevin your thank yous. And
are you going to have to sit between them?
No, they get along pretty well, so no, I don't have to sit between them. But yeah, I would encourage everybody though to come down, and if you have comments, concerns, questions, whatever, come down.
What time is that again?
1 o'clock at Buckham Library.
How long is it going to be?
I believe it's an hour and a half, something like that. So we'll be there for a while.
Have you had a lot of these?
No, we had one about 3 years ago, I think. And I mentioned outgoing Mayor Kevin Voracek that, hey, we should have another one of these before you leave office. And he took my advice, and it's scheduled today.
At the Great Room.
At the Great Room. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Like I said, it's better than the average room.
All right, folks, you're listening to this show. Get your suggestions on what you want to call that room in the library. It's got to be something other than the Great Room.
Well, it could be the...
You know, they could have the Alexander Faribault room, the Alexander room, the
you know, if you get your checkbook out, it could be the Cosfeld room.
Yeah, right. The Woolen Mill room.
I'm serious, Gordy. You get your checkbook out, it can be the Cosfeld room.
Well, I don't have any money, so that takes care of that. That's not going to happen.
Do you know what else is happening today that touches my heart?
Let's see. Hey, they used to have a room out at the, what was the name of that restaurant up by where the apartments are now?
Evergreen Knoll.
Didn't they used to have a Bruce Smith room there? Yes, they did.
I don't know.
How about the Bruce Smith room?
Yeah, it could be that.
Named after the only Heisman Trophy winner in the history of the University of Minnesota, and he was from Faribault, Minnesota.
1941, if I remember correctly.
The Bruce Smith room.
That would be wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
I'd love to have listeners weigh in on this. What do you think, folks? Should we name it the Bruce Smith room, or should we name it the Royal Ross room?
I don't think we're going to get many voters for
even the Royal room. I think is better than the
Royal
Great
room. Well, you know. But you know what else is happening today that's near and dear to my heart?
You're bowling.
No. Minnesota State University Mankato.
Oh, that's right. They're in the playoffs.
The Mighty Mavericks.
Georgia.
The Mighty Mavericks are
Georgia.
in the semifinals today at 11 o'clock on ESPN Plus, if you get that. But yes, the semifinals, the winner of this game will go to the finals of the, whatever their division is. I think it's Division 3, but I'm not.
Division 2.
Division 2, okay. Yep. They'll go to the finals of Division 2. I watched the game last week. It was a heck of a game. They ended up winning it late. I think they win a few of their games late, but
the young lad who was a receiver for BA is on that team.
Oh, really? Which young lad?
The police officer's son.
Okay.
Oh, I can't remember his name. Boy, I'm getting old.
You are. But you've got a lot of names to remember because, you know, each year you add some to it.
Yeah. That's going to bug me all day.
Yeah. But anyway.
His little brother's on the BA team now. Well, Ed, maybe he'll pop in and he can refresh my memory.
Ed could tell us, yeah.
But he's on that. I don't know if he got redshirted this year. I don't even know if they do that in Division 2.
I don't know either.
But Division 3, Bethel from Minnesota is in the quarterfinals. They beat their team, and then St. John's lost last week up at St. John's. Boy,
Aww.
I went on that campus after I got done with the women's game, and it was like a funeral dirge there.
Oh, no.
Well, they were, I think, the top seed. They were the third-ranked team in the country.
Yeah.
And they got beat.
Well,
lost by, I think, 10 points.
That's why they play the game.
And so Bethel is now out in Pennsylvania playing the team that beat them, what the heck is the name of that? Anyway, it's out in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And I believe that the Mavericks, Mankato State Mavericks, beat the number one team last week. I will confirm this. No, they did not beat. They're playing the number one team today, Valdosta State.
No, Valdosta, yeah.
Valdosta State at the Bazemore Hyder Stadium,
Georgia.
In Georgia.
Their home stadium. They have to go to Valdosta.
Yeah. Well, last week they had a home game against Bemidji State.
That's right. That was a good game.
Yes, it was a great game. They won 27-23, and it was a late win. Like I said,
didn't Bemidji State have a great quarterback?
I think they do. Yeah, I think they do. But at this level, I mean, once you get into quarters and semifinals and finals, all the teams are pretty good. So it's good competitive football.
You know, quite frankly, there are more Division III schools than Division II schools. So to get to the Nationals in Division III is harder than Division II.
Okay, I will go with that one. I think that's...
I believe that's the case. Now, I don't swear by that, but I'm pretty sure. Okay. Well, look at Minnesota. How many Division II schools do we have here versus Division III?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Just in Minnesota. And there are no Division II schools in Wisconsin. It's all Division III other than the Division I Wisconsin Badgers.
Huh? Really? Huh. I did not know that. All Division III.
Some of those Wisconsin schools should really be Division II.
Yeah. I wonder what the criteria is. Don't they go by student population?
You got me. I have no clue. I've never asked.
Huh. Yeah, I've never gave it any concern myself. But
yeah. Well, it doesn't look like anybody's slipping and sliding down to Janice today to visit with you and me.
No, and that saddens me.
We had Paul Panonsky on yesterday, Faribault Parks and Recreation Director. He told us all of those trees are now accounted. Here's Eric Hildebrandt. All those trees are accounted for in Central Park. Isn't that awesome?
Nice. I was a little concerned with them.
Well, look who he's got with them.
When they had the big windstorm and a lot of them got blown over. Yeah, we got Coach Hildebrandt here.
Yeah, and you've got a game today. We're going to do it on FCTV there, Eric.
Oh, great. Yeah, a doubleheader with the girls. So a lot of good basketball to see today. The JV teams both play at 1:30, and then the girls varsity is at 3 o'clock, and the boys are right after at 4:45.
Okay. Who do the boys and girls play?
Red Wing. Yep, doubleheader with Red Wing.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, I don't remember how old you are, Eric. Have you always played in the new gym? Did you ever play when you were a kid in the what do they call it, the South Gym? The
North Gym. No, I never played in it, with the exception of 9th grade, but when I was a kid, I went to a lot of games, in that gym, and I remember it being packed with the old wooden bleachers, and you'd have to get there an hour early to have a chance of getting a seat.
Yeah, the seats along the back wall.
Yep, it was really, really a fun atmosphere. So that gym holds a special spot with me. That's where I fell in love with Faribault basketball.
Okay. Absolutely. This guy is in love with Faribault basketball too, right?
Have Little Falcons today?
Yes.
Little Falcons.
Yeah, it was our last day of Little Falcons, so it was a good turnout, and kids got after it, and we had fun.
Fantastic.
Good deal.
Learning the fundamentals of the game.
What are the ages for the Little Falcons basketball?
There's a K2 session.
Okay.
That's first, and then after that, 3rd through 5th grade. So, yep, so all the elementary levels.
Okay, perfect. That's great to hear. I always like to hear the youth wrestling programs, the basketball programs, everything. So it's great to have that starter program.
Is this all fundamentals, or do they play games?
Not maybe some little side games, but mostly fundamental skills, playing games, finding the enjoyment of the game.
Yeah.
Try to capture that enjoyment right away, and work a lot of dribbling games, a lot of shooting games, little things like that. So, it's been really fun. Our high school kids, both the boys and the girls, come and help out and coach the stations and do just a fantastic job. And the kids love that. And so it's been a good 6 weeks. And so today was the last week.
Okay. Nice.
Fantastic.
Did you have a good turnout for it?
Yeah, really good. Really good. I don't know the total numbers off my head, but really good turnout, and we had a lot of fun with it.
Okay.
That's good to hear.
Have the boys had a game this week?
Yeah, we played on Tuesday up at Hill Murray.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Murray,
That's right. Hill Murray.
Hill Murray. And how did we do?
Good. We were able to win, and
In St. Paul.
Yep, played pretty well. And so now we're ready to go today for another one.
You're healthy?
Yeah, we've had some illnesses run through our team, and no major injuries, little bumps and bruises here and there, but we've had some sickness run through our team. I think we're kind of on the back end of that, at least for this round. It's just the way winter seasons go.
Yep.
But yeah, we should be pretty much at full strength today now.
Good.
Well, that's good. What can you tell me about the Red Wing Wingers?
Well, they play really hard. They're really get after it defensively. They get after the glass. They have a few guys who can really shoot it, so that'll be important for us to know where they are at all times. And it's a good Big 9 matchup for us today.
Somebody told me, maybe it's the girls' team that gets up and down. Is that true, Red Wing?
Other boys do too. I don't know a ton about their girls' team, but their boys' team likes to push the tempo as well. So as do we. So it should be a fun, fast-paced game.
Yeah, fast-paced. I was just
Don't need the shot clock in that game.
No, it's going to be a very quick-paced game here, isn't it? And remind us what time the varsity start?
The boys are at 4:45. The girls are right before us at 3 o'clock.
Okay, so 3 o'clock girls, boys at about 4:45. So, folks, if you're looking for something fun to do, go down. We've got a great basketball team this year on the guys' side. They're just outstanding.
And the ladies are young. They're getting better.
Yep, they are. They're definitely improving. But last week I had Chad Krieger in here, the father of one of our standout players, and he was a great time to talk to.
Yeah, he's been really supportive. He kind of runs he's really big part of the boosters for our high school program. That we've done so much awesome stuff to raise money for our high school program to just create great opportunities for kids, whether it be taking them to a Timberwolves game. We've done that,
Nice.
and paid for the whole thing. We've gotten all sorts of travel equipment for them and things like that. So yeah, Chad's been really supportive, as have several other parents. Pretty lucky to be surrounded by a lot of good people.
Yep, that's what it's all about.
Yep, absolutely.
So are you where you thought you would be, Rick, or are there things you still need to work on?
Well, that's a loaded question when you're talking to a coach, because we're never happy. No, we talk about celebrating every win. Winning's hard. It is hard to win in the Big Nine. It's hard to win in Section 1 that we're in. And we've been through seasons where wins were really hard to come by. And so we've made it a point to definitely celebrate each win, enjoy it for that day, and then the next day kind of flush whatever the result was and show up and get better and focus on the next task at hand. So yeah, I'd say we're pleased, with how we've played. We're never satisfied. I think if you're satisfied, you're in trouble. So we've definitely got a lot to improve on and a lot to continue to get better at, but also a lot of really good things that we've done that we can continue to build on. So,
well, that Byron game must have been a thriller. You only lost by 2, and they would probably be, well, if the playoffs were today, they'd be your top seed in your section.
It was a great game, great atmosphere. It was awesome for us to be a part of that. That games like that can come down to 1 or 2 possessions, and the margins between winning and losing are so small. And that really interesting because, we were around 50% from 2 inside, and we shot kind of in the low 30s from 3. And Byron was the exact opposite. They shot 50% from 3, but they were in the low 30s from 2. So it's a good matchup. We both do different things really well and give each other problems as a result, and that's kind of what makes a great matchup. So,
and if you meet again, it'd probably be in the playoffs.
It certainly would. Yeah, we don't play them again in the regular season. So, they're a really good program, really strong team. They shoot it so well. Little things like we shot it really well from the free throw line. I think we were just under 80% in that game.
Nice.
But Byron shot 90% from the free throw line. And so that's the difference in a 2-point game.
Sure.
The margins are very small, and you just got to be firing on all cylinders.
So did they get to the line more than you, or?
It was pretty even. But yeah, great matchup, great game. And if we see him again, I'm sure it'll be another great game.
That was in the cave.
Yeah.
Byron Cave.
The Byron Cave.
They're the Bears, so I call it the Cave.
Very appropriate, Gordy. That's a good name.
Well, I like having fun with,
It's better than the great room at the library, huh?
I don't understand that name. I really don't. He's showing off his boots.
I know.
Yeah. He's got
Are those brand new?
Boots.
I think this school year brand new. I think they were brand new this school year.
Well, that's cool. They're very cool boots.
Yeah, he likes them.
Wish I had cool boots like that.
Yeah,
hey.
Pretty nice.
You think I could wear those? No.
Might be a size or too small.
Well, I don't know. I might be able to fit in those. I got little feet.
You don't have very big feet, but those are smaller.
And just think, at that age, you won't have another year out of those.
No, we might need a new pair this winter, the way that they eat and grow, and it's just kind of one of those things.
Isn't that true? Well, you had kids, Royal.
Yep.
Multiple shoes in a year?
Yeah, maybe a couple of years. Yeah, they didn't last the full year, but it's the way it goes.
It is the way it goes.
Yep.
You're enjoying fatherhood, I can see.
It's great. It's wonderful. It's tiring. I'll tell you that much. I'm always tired, but.
And you thought coaching was tough.
So yeah, no, it's great. These guys are great. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, again, both those games, if you can't make it today to Nolan Gym, we'll be recording on FCTV, and they'll be playing them back, I'm sure, before the end of the weekend. Yeah, Troy Temple and I will be up there at Nolan Gym. We're doing the girls and the boys.
But they're not streamed live, is that correct?
Nope, they have that capability.
I gotta make that happen.
I think Faribault Live.
Yeah, they'll be there. Yeah.
Might stream them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Faribault Live. Yeah. Okay. Well, whoever does it, it seems like we should be able to stream live high school.
They do. They have the huddle camera there and everything else that they do live. Cool. But the FCTV thing we're recording.
Okay.
And we'll play back.
Yeah.
So if you miss it, you can watch it.
Yeah, perfect. But
and hear Bonehead call the game.
But nothing better than watching it in person and hearing Gordy Cosfeld in person call the game.
Wow.
Nothing better.
I don't know about that, but it's going to be fun.
I'm just saying.
I haven't done my research yet on Red Wing. That's why I was asking Coach Hildebrandt.
This is your research.
To give me a scouting report on the Red Wing Wingers. You think this will be a competitive game?
Yeah, we fully expect that with every game we're going into. You know, we focus on kind of what we want to do, and that's our top priority. And then obviously identifying the strengths and the things that we need to account for whoever our opponent is. Like I said, they have a couple guys that can really shoot it. They get up and down. They have some good athletes and get after the glass pretty hard. So, you know, we got to be firing on all cylinders, and that's our expectation.
How many seniors on your team?
On our team, we have 9 total. So we are upperclassmen heavy, which is awesome. We haven't really been for a long time. So, in terms of that heavy, in terms of just juniors and seniors. So, so the experience goes a long way, and just being physically juniors and seniors makes a big difference.
And if I remember correctly, they've played together as a team for a number of years too,
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah, throughout the youth, but then also this group in particular has been playing at the JV and or varsity level since they were freshmen. So, been through a lot together, and I think that shows on the court.
Very familiar with each other, and
Yep.
that really helps in the camaraderie, and it really helps in the teamwork.
You know, the beauty of the Big Nine, or maybe it depends on your viewpoint, I guess, is the fact that you've got big schools in a class above you as well as in your class in the Big Nine.
Yeah, that's great. We like to have, we really like that dynamic. It obviously helps us when we have a number of 4A schools that we're playing in our regular schedule. That can come into play huge in terms of QRF and seeding in the playoffs. So, we really do enjoy. I mean, the Big Nine's such great competition. That's ultimately what you want to be a part of. As is, like I said, our section. So, yeah, we're grateful to be where we're at.
And you've not lost in the Big Nine, right?
We've only played the one game. The rest have been our non-conference games with Byron and Hildebrandt. Yep. So, we're in Casson, and so we've only played West in the Big Nine. So this will be our second go around in the Big Nine.
Okay.
All right.
Keep your undefeated season going, huh?
We're going to do our best. We're going to do our best.
Yeah. Well, I remember a Faribault team going undefeated in the Big Nine, and unfortunately got beaten in the section final. There was Mitch Onstead was the point guard, and man, was he fun to watch.
1996.
Man, he was fun to watch.
Kind of a historian there, aren't you, Coach?
Well, I grew up right next door to the Onstead, so I...
Chad Wolf.
Right, on our staff.
Was on that team. He was, frankly, and I've told Chad this, he was my favorite player on that team.
Yeah.
I loved Chad's, he brought his lunch bucket every day.
You bet.
He was a rebounder.
Like I said, that was the team that got me hooked on Faribault hoops, so back when I was a kid.
How could you not?
Yeah, it was really fun to watch.
They were. And it was sad because we were one game away from the state tournament. But Rochester Mayo had that Restovich kid.
Yeah.
The guy was muscle bound and just, they couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
Gordy, you are just a plethora of knowledge.
No, I just remember the game so vividly. They were down by like 17 at the half, and they almost came back.
That was almost 30 years ago, though. You have a mind like a steel trap.
I remember saying, like I always do, I'm always a broken record, you know. You get a single-digit game at 4 minutes, you got a game. It was a single-digit game at 4 minutes.
It was close. I was down there for that game in Rochester.
No shot clock in those days, though.
No, there certainly was not. No, it was a different game.
So, had there been one, might have been a different outcome, don't you think?
Yeah, could have been. It's hard to say, but
have you noticed has there been much difference? Now, obviously, your style, it doesn't matter.
Well, just the way the game is played now in general, the shot clock hasn't come into play a ton. Maybe once or twice a game, you'll notice it. But
I've noticed in the few games that I've done that a lot more teams are pressuring up the floor to take more time off the shot clock.
Yeah, try to eat up some of the shot clock and prevent teams from really getting into some things on offense. And so, yeah, it has. When I played with the shot clock in college, what I loved about it, I loved it defensively because you had your eye on that shot clock and you know that you have to battle for that long. And so I feel like you just play so much harder defensively. And then the urgency to actually go get the rebound because you don't want to do it again. You want to go play offense. Yeah. It was awesome. It kind of gave you a really cool timer in terms of defensive possessions and how long you need to. It's almost like riding the bull for 8 seconds. Just stay on and dig in and gather the rebound and then go play offense. So
that's a great analogy.
It was a lot of fun.
Have you ridden a bull?
Absolutely not. Never will. Never will. I'll stick to basketball.
Well, maybe you talked about it. I thought maybe you'd ridden a bull.
Even one of those mechanical ones.
Just a donkey one time for donkey basketball.
Oh, okay.
Did you ride a mechanical bull?
No. I'm not much of a daredevil, Gordy.
Kind of conservative, huh?
I played donkey ball, too, and that was sore. I swear they gave me a donkey that was in a bad mood.
Mine didn't move.
I got dumped more than once.
I think they took a look at me and they said, we better give this guy one that's just going to sit there and not move too much.
It was fun, but it was sore.
Yeah.
I was much younger then.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it now.
I'd take out a shoulder the minute I fell off. I just know I would.
It was fun, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
Donkey ball. Maybe we should do a fundraiser again for...
Well, they just did one, actually, for our winter snow coming. They had donkey basketball. I did not participate in it this time.
I believe it was a fundraiser for Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots, yep. It was part of our snow coming week that Student Council did an awesome job with. So that was awesome week.
So they have teachers on...
Yeah, there were some staff members, some students even, so it's a good time.
A little bit of everybody out there on the donkeys.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck this afternoon, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Everett, what do we say at the end of Little Falcons all the time?
Go Falcons.
That's right.
I love it.
That is right.
I should have recorded that, and I could use that at the beginning of my broadcast.
Yep.
I'll send them up too.
So don't forget, folks, late afternoon game right here in Faribault High School. Come see them.
It's 3 o'clock and 4:45.
Yep,
and it's still on despite the freezing rain.
Yes. Yep. Hasn't been canceled, so.
That's good.
Very good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
hey,
thank
thanks
you.
Appreciate it.
Eric. We appreciate it.
Yep. Someday I'm going to wear his boots.
Yeah, well, someday.
Maybe when he grows out of them, they'll give them to me.
Maybe, It'd probably be like 2 weeks. He's going to grow that fast.
Well, that's true. He is growing. Yep.
So, Gordy, let's talk a little Trek properties.
They're hoping he'll be 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Well, with Coach Hildebrandt, I don't think he's going to be 7 feet tall.
You don't?
No, I don't think so. But I bet he's going to be a pretty decent basketball player.
Well, yeah, you would think so, yeah.
All right, Gordy, let's talk a little Trek properties.
Let's do that.
Trek properties located right here in beautiful downtown Faribault.
Used to be G&H.
Yep, used to be G&H. Located in the Depot Square building across the street from the post office. A full-service family-style real estate firm.
And it's called Trek because?
That's just the name. It was kind of a... I think the owner was going for, like, the progress. Like the Trek, it's with 2 Ks, so it's not, it's TREKK. But I think he was going for the progress or the travel of real estate and going through the real estate.
And I know you've been saying you've expanded your footprint.
Yes. We have a very big footprint. I mean, all the way from, southern metro area, Bloomington, all the way down over to Madison Lake and down to Jackson, down to Winona. So we have a 4-pillar system. We have property management where we manage rental properties for investors, and then I'm involved in the association management where we manage townhome associations, condo associations. We have a storage facility division and then a commercial management division. So, and then on top of that, we do some sales too. I'm a licensed realtor, so I help people buy and sell real estate also. So very, very well-rounded local firm.
You do a lot of commercial real estate work?
I used to personally. I don't do so much anymore because we have a separate division for it. So I don't do much anymore, but Chris Eckern, he heads up our commercial management division, and he really has his hand on the pulse of the commercial market. So I don't do quite as much of that as I used to.
So you're licensed in Minnesota?
Correct.
So if I wanted to buy a cabin up north, you could assist me with that?
I could assist you. I helped my son buy a house.
The Southern